Everyone thinks that keeping the house after the divorce means that you've won, that you've secured stability, safety, and a sense of control after all the chaos. But in a high conflict divorce, that house can quietly become the chain that keeps you tied to your ex for years. Here's what most people don't tell you. If their name is still on the mortgage, you're not free. You're still financially married. The bank doesn't care what your divorce decree says. As long as both names are on that loan, you share every risk that comes with it. One missed payment, whether it's intentional or accidental, can wreck your credit, limit your buying power, and lock you out of your next opportunity. And if you think your ex wouldn't be petty enough to play games with payments, I've watched it happen too many times to count. It happened to me. Sometimes it's not even out of malice, it's out of chaos. When you're dealing with someone who thrives on control or conflict, the mortgage becomes their weapon and the house becomes their battlefield. I've seen women fight tooth and nail to keep a home that secretly became their prison. They thought keeping the house meant keeping normalcy for the kids, preserving memories, or proving they didn't lose everything. But behind those walls were sleepless nights filled with anxiety every time the mortgage was due, every time a text from the lender came through, and every time they realized their financial life was still intertwined with someone who'd already moved on emotionally. The truth is, the house you're holding on to might not be a foundation. It might be a financial leash. And the hardest part is admitting that once what symbolized love and family is now tied to legal documents, emotional residue, and financial risk. I sat across from women who told me, I thought once the divorce was final, I'd finally breathe. But freedom doesn't come from signing papers. It comes from separating your name, your credit, and your decisions, and peace from someone who no longer has a seat in your future. When your ex can still impact your financial reputation, your next move, or your ability to rebuild, you haven't truly closed that chapter. The house may have sentimental value, but it also holds energetic value. And if that energy keeps you bound to old pain, it's costing you more than you realize. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you see what most people miss when emotions, money, and memories blur the line between freedom and familiarity. Sometimes the real power isn't in holding on. It's in knowing when to release what's keeping you stuck, because peace and property don't always live in the same house. And until you've cut the financial cord completely, you're still living in a form of emotional captivity that looks like ownership but feels like entrapment. If this message is hitting a little too close to home, don't run from it. Get curious about it. Join my Radical Resilient School community where we go deeper into the emotional and financial traps women face during high conflict divorce. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for tools that help you rebuild on your terms with clarity, confidence, and cash flow. My name is Tisha, your real estate strategist of choice.